Hello, people. We are back today for another trading day. I am glad and excited for what we're going to be learning today. We're going to be learning some important stuff today, and we're going to be trading live, real. You trading. Apparently, it seems like yesterday we had some issues with our voice. All right, so that is better. That is better. Welcome, everyone. What is happening? My OBS is stripping. Okay, seems like a lot of happening in the market already. Price, a lot of things going on. I'm wondering what is going on. It's a little bit. We've had price went all the way to this level, and that was all happening pre-London. So the Asia market traded all the way down, and the London market gave a contraction. Interesting. Does that set it up for us to kind of see the plot twist? Did the market makers orchestrated an imbalance and take price all the way in the Asia market? And as we got into the London session, the market corrected. The market corrected almost how many points? This is the way we get to figure out how the market makers are approaching price. So, could it be safe to think that the Asian market will use to engineer imbalance and price went all the way down here? And when we got into London, we have this correction up to 170 points. That is important. That kind of set the environment for what is likely to happen in the New York session. And we should pay attention to that. So I believe the imbalance was created in Asia. We had a contraction in London. And now in New York, what is likely to happen? Where is going to be the rebalance? I have two questions in mind. Is this contraction a manipulation, or is this the rebalance? Is this construction a liquidity grab? Then the New York is going to be the rebalancing of price. That is interesting. The market already has given us a lot of room. I think what could possibly happen when the New York opens, the market will come back to grab liquidity on this area, because what we can notice is that the liquidity here has not yet been grabbed. This is a liquidity pool. The market was just went up, but it never came back to grab this liquidity. As we all know, liquidities are being built at higher highs and higher low. This is a liquidity area. So there is gonna be a liquidity pool, and price is gonna come right here to grab this liquidity. I am anticipating a movement to the downside. as soon as the New York opened. Then before eventually we're going to have the real rebalance. That is what I'm thinking. I don't know what you guys are thinking, but I think that's what is likely to happen. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are setting the environment for what is going to happen today. When we look at the 5-minute, the market went up, but never taking the liquidity, just kept going higher, high, higher, high, higher, high. And if you're looking right now, this is a T pickup market structure move. We're looking right now. This is a higher high that was created. The market came back. And is that a lower low that is being created? Are we setting things up for it to go down? Let's see. The market tried going down here. It was rejected, came back. Are we setting things up for price to go down? Everything now, the plot twist, everything now is kinda not too clear. So we're not going to do anything at the moment. We got to wait to see everything that unfolds. But we are operating in a quite interesting situation. Could New York go back and grab liquidity all the way from the London session lower lows, the lows of the London session? Then eventually, I think that is what is going to happen. I think the moment the market going to open, we're going to see a strong move to the downside. Yes, my prediction, guys. Again, I might be wrong, and it's perfectly okay to be wrong. Some of you don't want to be wrong, and that's the reason why you're not making money. You got to be wrong, all right? Learn to be wrong. So I'm thinking, at the very least, when the New York open, the market is going to go back down, grab those liquidities, then this is going to be the rebalancing. And I'm convinced we're going to have some kind of a rebalance as well. Every other thing, they've not gone that far. They are more closer to the open price. If you look at Nasdaq 30, they are 11 points away from the open price. The same thing with crude oil. The same thing with ES. They are 27 points away from the open price. The only thing that is a little bit taken aback or to the downside is more like NQ. And they've gone up to 124 points in total. They went down 300 points in New York session. That is not normal. I don't know what you think about that, but that is not a normal occurrence in the market. What the freaking hell is going on? That is not a normal occurrence. It is not normal. Do you all think it's normal, chat? The market went down 300 points, and now we are seeing the retracement, but we are anticipating as soon as the market opened, it's going to go straight, grab some liquidity, then we have the rebalancing. That is what we are saying. And what is likely to happen? The liquidity grab will break past these levels 1, 2, 3, 4. That is what is likely to happen. Then boom, we're going to see the market take us all the way for a rebalance. That is my prediction. Every other thing is centered. They are close to the open price. NQ is the only price or asset that is a little bit removed from its center. What you got to understand is that the market is always trying to establish a state of balance. So when the market makers have imbalance in their inventory, when there are their liquidity loaded in one side than the other side, the market makers are always looking for a way to upload and to kind of rebalance the inventory. Because when there are a lot of liquidity on one side, they become overexposed and they don't want that. The same thing is true if You have two assets. You have euro and you have US dollars. If you have a lot of your money in US dollars, sometimes you could be wondering, what if the dollar goes down? You know, you might want to balance it a little bit. Take some of your money and put it in euro so you can take advantage of the fluctuation in price. By the same token, the market makers are always in the business of balancing. I know some of you have been deceived to think, oh, the market moves by demand and supply. But I'm sorry, that is not true. The market is a balancing act. If nobody ever told you that, I'm telling you that today. All right? A balancing act is what the market is all about. Let me know where you're watching from. Dan? Let me be talking by myself over here. Where are you watching from? Are you trading? How long have you been trading? Let me know. Look at that, look at that, look at that. Do you see what is happening? Everything is calm before the storm. Oh boy. What can we make from here? A little thing that happened on the market. Fake breakout, came back. There was a retest and it came back. Right now, everything's on the 5 minutes seems to be going. But we're not going to be taken aback by that. Let's see what is happening on the 1 minute. On the 1 minute, that's a strong support area. Yep. If we just wanted to be a little bit spicy, maybe we'll just be like, hey, let's warm the nest. Let's warm the nest. Let's take a little something for his little scalp just get a feel, a little something. It's not gonna kill us. Let's go for a little something. There we go. Let's go for that. Let's try to be a little bit conservative. Let's go for that. Let's see how it plays out. Let's see how that plays out. We got to try, right? We got to try, eh? You can be a trader if you ain't want to try. You got to try. You got to take chances, all right? You can't just sit and you're scared. No, it's time to take chances. You got to take it. And that's exactly what we did. This is like the first trade of this morning. Let's see how it plays out. Are the God of the market gonna be gracious to us this morning? Please. Don't leave us stranded. We need to make some money today. It's an emergency. We got to. Oh, look at that. Is the market trying to tell me, Arnold, who the freaking hell you think you are? Just coming in the morning and first thing and you want to grab money from my quiver? I will not let you go with that money. I'm going to make sure I'm fight every penny you have in your pocket. Do you know that is how the market makers think about us? They don't give a freaking F. They are out here to grab everything we have. If they can take the little penny from our hands, they would take it. They don't care. That's why when the opportunity comes to make money, you better not be pity for them. You better have no pity in your bones. You better go for it and get the kill when the market is telling your direction. You better put all the kitchen sink and make sure you're grabbing as much squeeze from that juice, because when it's their turn, believe me, they're not gonna feel sorry for you. Why do you feel sorry for them? No, we ain't gonna feel sorry for the market makers. They are a bunch of sharks that will eat us for lunch any day, anywhere, and they don't give a rip. Boy, oh boy. Look at that. I'm just coming just a little something small, and you don't want me to eat. You are trying to make me to be tired. You're trying to fake me out. Just let that go. Oh, look at that. Look, do you see what is happening? Do you see the market coming to my direction? Oh boy, it feels kinda entertaining. Overall, I felt like it was just gonna go all the way. But the market is like, you know what? You ain't that cute. I ain't gonna give you exactly that. I'm gonna fake you out a little bit. I don't mind. You can fake me out as long as you let me win. I'm just gonna be fine. What do y'all think is likely to happen today in this market? What do you guys think? What are your predictions? We are predicting that the market is probably gonna go down when the market opens. You know what? Let's consider. Let's consider. Let's kind of look at the economic calendar and see if there is something we got to be aware before the market opens. We got 22 minutes to get to the freaking hour. Oh boy. Today I'm gonna make me some money. I don't know about you. You better follow me. Ooh, we got 8:15. We had the ADP that was released at 8:15. Did that news cause any reaction at the market? 8:15. What happened at 8:15? At 8:15, the market reacted to the news. So price reacted to the news right there at 8:15. Price reacted with a 50-point move, but it went back up. Interesting. I wonder what the living hell is happening. Why did that happen? So in the next 34 minutes, we're gonna have the PMI, and we're gonna have the S&P Global Manufacturing PMI in Canada. So there's gonna be a double. We got a couple of news events today. We got a couple of them. Let's take a look. We got a couple of news events today. Look at that. We had the ADP at 8:15, and the market moved upward by 50 points because of this ADP employment change. That was not a drastic move. So I'm thinking, what is going on? Why did the market not move as much? The second 9:30, that's the market opened. We're going to have global manufacturing PMI. Canadian dollars, and 9:45, the US Global Manufacturing PMI is going to be occurring live. And follow to that at 10, we're having ISM Manufacturing PMI. It's a loaded market with a lot of news. It's a loaded market with a lot of news. And if you really want to be slick about this, and if you really want to be an elite trader, in moments like this, when the market is just doing all this, having all these news events and stuff, it wouldn't be a bad idea for you to sit on the sidelines, quite honestly. But at the main time, our trade is still on. We are still in this trade. And the market seems like they are not willing to let it go. They are not willing to let it go. They are not willing to let that go as easy as we want it to. So what you gonna do? We gotta wait. We gotta wait. That is the best we could do, right? It's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. What is everything looking now? What is the market looking at? It looks like the buyers are losing steam. They surrender at the battlefield. And the sellers are literally taking over the battle. They are pulling trigger. They are releasing bullets like crazy. But it seems like this slowing down on how much firepower they have. This is when they release most of the firepower. Pop, 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 pop. Right now, they kind of a little bit holding back and just releasing a little bit of something. All right. So let's say, and that is how we understand. We put everything together. We look at imbalances, liquidity grab, and rebalancing. We look for fair value gaps. At the same time, we try to think the way the retail traders would think. We need to know their strategies. We need to know what scalpers may be likely to do, what all the traders are likely to do, and we trade accordingly. That is how we do it. That is how we do it. Oh, interesting. That seems like the market makers. What are they doing in that place? Is there some kind of a fair value gap that is creating? Is this some kind of an accumulation? And if it is, are there indications right there to show us this could be an accumulation? Could this be a fair value gap? Could that be? Are there any gaps that the market might likely visit? There is a gap right here. Is this a gap? Market came back and filled that gap. Okay. And break out of it. Are there some gaps that could be a compelling reason for the markets to come down? Are there some gaps? all right, bright boys and girls, boys and girls. We got 13 more minutes to the hour. 13 more minutes to the hour. Is the market gonna give us the bacon or is gonna eat us for lunch? What you gotta understand, you are either giving liquidity or you're taking liquidity. Are you a liquidity provider or are you a liquidity receiver? Which one are you? Which side are you on? You gotta choose a side. Today, I'm not gonna be a liquidity provider. I will be a liquidity receiver. The market will not use my money to fill their orders. I refuse. And boy, and there are you again. You don't want it, but what you gonna do? Refusing is not a strategy. What are you gonna do? That implies I have to be a lot more meticulous in my reading of what is happening in the market and thereby increasing my chances of not being used as a liquidity provider. All right, guys, look at that. The market is not giving us that easy for sure. The buyers are going back to the battlefield. I'm wondering what the hell they are doing. I thought they surrendered, but apparently they did not surrender. If they had surrendered, they would not be putting that ugly head right now. Oh, look at that. That is not a smooth sailing. Oh boy, oh boy. But this is a trap. When you see the market going back and forth, is acting as if they don't get a clue what is happening. It's like something is random. It is not random. They are literally feeding others and grabbing stop losses and getting money. They are literally grabbing a lot of money from retail traders right now. But guess what? It's not me. And I'm praying it's not you too. Because it better not be you. Because you have no freaking reason to be in the market right now. You have not. Unless you took some stupid pill this morning, which I believe you didn't. You ain't got no business. You ain't got no business trying to make anything happen when the market is trading within an undecided zone. Apparently, that's what is happening. Let's see what is happening. Oh, right now, no clear sense of direction yet. Everything is just in the middle. Oh, look at that. Look at that. The market is hesitant to go past that level. What message are we getting from that? Could it be said that the only option where the market has to go has to be down? Could the market literally give us what we call out? We called for a market to go an outburst downward and eventually a rebalancing. It could be both way. It could be both way. Another case could be the market open and make a fake move, right? And go up for misdirection. Let's see. These are the possible scenarios. It could go up for there. That's a misdirection. As an inducement candle, then guess what? Come back down. Right here. And go back up. So those are the possibilities that could happen. And another thing, don't you take this as a trading advice, and don't you think it's gonna go exactly as I say. It's not gonna obey like all this zone, but the idea, you gotta look for the idea, right? Look for the idea behind what I'm trying to say. Yep. It's a long way for price to go. Price got a long way to go down. There's a lot of liquidity that have to be filled down. Our first trade was a winner. This was a winner. We went at support when we saw the market was hesitant. The buyers were kind of checking out. And we're like, you know what? This could be an opportunity. And I want you, or I told you, you gotta try. You gotta give it a chance. And our chance paid off. It paid off. Beautiful, beautiful. Giving us our take profit. Beautiful, beautiful. Beautiful. We got 3 more minutes. 3 more minutes from 8:30 Okay, 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 okay. How are we gonna manage this trade? Okay. 2 more minutes. 2 more minutes. Two more minutes. Two more minutes to the hour. 2 more minutes. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. All right, all right. Is the market gonna do exactly what we anticipated was gonna happen? Come on now. Come on now. It's about to be go time. It's about to be go time. Let's see how everything is looking on our 5 minute. It's about to be go time. Would the market go down and grab liquidity before engineering a rebalance? Or will it give a misdirection before going to grab liquidity? Couple of things. Let's watch. Go time. This is go time. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Take it all the way down, all the way. All gas, no brakes. Go all the way, all the way. Take it all the way. Ying, you came back off now. Take it all the way. Oh boy. Look at that. Do you all see what is happening? Did you see that? This is not enough. This is not enough. We want a stronger retracement. You can do it. You should do it. Let's go. More. You can do more. You can do more. I don't like what I'm saying. Hey, buddy, even after making the changes, right? My YouTube still give a suggestion. The audio stream bit rate is lower than recommended. We recommend that you use an audio stream bit rate of 128K, but I just did. Remember, right? So what the hell is going on? Okay. So the market is doing something in relation to what I said. Look at that. I think that is a fake out. I think that is a fake out. I don't think that's a rebalancing. I don't. Yep, I don't think that's a rebalancing. I think the market, you know what? Let's take a chance. Let's take a chance right there. Let's take a chance. Okay. Okay. Took us out. No hard feelings. We're good. Okay. Okay. Let's talk to our big brother. Okay. Our idea was right. We said it was gonna come down to grab some of this liquidity, but I felt like it was gonna retrace a lot further. But the idea was right, but we just anticipated that there was gonna be more on the downside than what actually happened. How do I know which output is thick when I go to the audio? How do I know? Oh, interesting. I still think this seems like, is this the rebalance? Is this the rebalancing? Is this the rebalancing? You know what? Let's take another chance. Let's take another chance. 20-point stop loss. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's see. Let's see what happens. What happens? Thank you for tuning in, guys. Let me know where you guys are watching from. We are trading NQ live execution. This is real trading going on live. We just got a couple of trades. Let's see how it plays out. This looks like not the right move. I'm still convinced that the market is going to take us to the downside. This trend might be short-lived, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see. We will see what actually happens. Oh boy, stop loss got hit. Crazy. Do we let it go? Interesting. Ah, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Let's look 5 minutes. Are we getting some kind of a signal? No signal yet. It seems like a stronger trend. No signal here. Interesting. Let me know where you're watching from, guys. Do you trade NQ? We are live trading NQ. Oh no. Yeah, so we gotta wait. 8 minutes into the market open. We all understand the 15-minute rule, right? First 15 minutes is not advisable to do anything. We gotta let the market play out. Unfortunately, I got in a trade because I just like to take chances, and I felt like my intuition was right, the strategy was right, and I went for an early play. I got my ass kicked. But guess what? That's trading. If you can get your ass kicked, you ain't gonna be trading. You can't be a trader. So right, you gotta be comfortable getting your ass kicked most of the times. So right now we're just waiting. See what has been presented to us. But a couple of things happened. The London session traded a whole lot down. Price went down, and that is a huge correction. So I'm thinking, I don't know. Today there's a lot of news event that could be influencing the reason we are seeing these crazy moves in the market. In days like this, we have almost like 3 to 4 major news events, right? Sometimes days like this is always advisable to stay on the sidelines, if I have to be honest. But again, because there's just a lot of things that it's not going to go as programmed. Most of the things that happen sometimes, they are the market makers, they're engineered randomness. So there is a method to the madness because they engineered a lot of things that happens. But in days when there's a whole lot of news event, a lot of things might not make sense. That is why it's advisable sometimes to be on the sidelines. But we did not stick to our own advice today. Are we gonna pay for it? Let's say. Not doing anything crazy at the moment. I'm patient. Let me know where you're watching from. Do you trade NQ? What do you trade? What do you trade, and why do you trade NQ? Talk to me. Don't let me talk to myself. Look at that. Could this be a rejection area? Could price reject this zone right there? On the 5-minute, this is a strong breakout. Could the market come back in this area and go back for a retest? And that could give us an opportunity right there. That looks like that could be our first trade if that happens. What we're gonna do, we are not gonna fight anything. We're gonna wait for it to come to us. At this moment, our best bet would be for price to come back in here and come here for an entry. That's gonna be our best bet. Let's wait and see what happens. Let's see what happens. Interesting. Interesting. Let's see what is happening. All right, everything seems to be going all right. Let's wait for the market to pull back, and if it comes for a retest, the market is back in the zone. If it comes back for a retest, we're gonna go for a sell. Is that simple? Let's wait. Let's see what happens. Let's wait. We're not gonna push anything. We are not gonna try to force the market. We gotta wait for it. Wait for it. Oh no, that is not what we want. That is not good. The buyers are literally trying to take this thing to the roof. Not looking good. Not looking good. And in situations like this, one could be tempted to be like, you know what, let's follow the trend, right? But there are other times when you're like, you know what, maybe this trend is kind of losing momentum, right? So you might follow the trend, but the trend reverses against you and all that good stuff, right? And that's why sometimes the best strategy is to do nothing and wait. The market just opened, right? We have 15 minutes after the market opened. In a real sense, you shouldn't be doing anything the first 15 minutes of the market open. You got to let things play out and see what the plot twist is. See how the market makers are willing to play. Yep. And there's a couple of big news that is happening in the next 15 minutes as well. So a lot of things to pay attention to today. Today is one of those days where there are many things to consider before executing on getting on a trade. But I like what we are seeing right there. The wick, it seems it's a give up bar. The buyers are literally surrendering. They're like, you know what? I don't want to continue. We are tired. We are tired of fighting. We want to let it go. And they let it go right there. And the sellers were like, boy, I couldn't wait to get into this. And they came in with a much aggressive move, establishing the presence and like, I'm present and we are here and we are ready to take this thing down. That is good. We like that. We like that. If they can come to us in the middle of this area, kinda, and they go back for a retest of that area, perfect scenario. That would be a holy grail. Perfect. But let's see. Let's see what happens. We gotta let it play out, guys. We gotta let it play out. We can't try to force anything. Even the next 15 minutes now is not safe. We have a major news coming up in the next 15 minutes. And that is what you have to understand. When you're trading, always try to wait for this to happen, because during news event, there's a lot of manipulation. That people will trade news, but I'm not one of them. And I won't advise it. There's a lot of manipulation that happens during news events. So we have the manufacturing PMI happening in the next 12 minutes. So you see a couple of news that happened today. It's not a beautiful day to be in the market. Our safe bet is to do nothing when there is a lot of news event on the horizon as today. All right, but let's see what happened. Okay. That's good to watch. We like that retracement. The sellers are establishing dominance and they're driving price down. That is beautiful to watch. That is interesting. A lot of scalpers might be going now for a sell, but we don't do that. We're not going to go for it. I'm thinking this could be a trap. It could be a deviation. Sellers might thinking, oh, this is interesting. The market is breaking this level. Maybe price is going down. Then guess what? The market can come grab the liquidity, make them feel like it's going to go down. but it's like I'm not ready to go down yet and come back now to grab this other liquidity, maybe going a little bit further there, then eventually coming down. That is my prediction. That is my prediction. Let's see how everything plays out. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Let me know where you're watching from, and please like and subscribe. We just started streaming couple of, like, maybe 2 weeks now, and with the futures market, I just started streaming for futures market on Monday. So we are trying to grow this thing. Like, subscribe. We are on our way to $1 million payout. You know, I've been trading for over 8 years, but I wasn't just doing anything publicly online. I just decided to record myself trading and to putting some content out there. So that is what I'm doing right now. Ask me some question. If you got some question for me and I'd like to know where you're watching from, please like and subscribe. Did you see that? Did you see that retracement? That was humongous. That was huge. That was a huge retracement. Yup. And again, in 11 minutes, a news event is happening. When you see that crazy moves, it is not normal, guys. This is not normal. Definitely not normal. Definitely not normal. The perfect scenario for today, and that is what we call our when the market open, right? The London market traded all the way to this low, right? They traded all the way 300 points during the London market, during the Asian market, sorry. And when the London market opens, the market corrected out up to this point. Then the New York market opened and went up. So I was thinking this movement might not be the real move. If the market come back to grab the London liquidity, boy, that is a perfect entry for a sell, for a buy. That would be a perfect entry for a buy. In that situation, we can grab some money. However, we have two possibilities. Now, what is happening is good. If it comes back for retracement right there, perfect entry. Again, this is not financial advice. It's just me just trying to deduce what is likely to happen from this market. All right. The market is engineered randomness. A lot of people don't get that. They be like, oh, the market is random. It's not random. It's random by engineered. They put randomness to confuse us. But everything is engineered. And when you learn to try to deduce how the market makers are playing the game, and we try to find their hands. So pretty much that's the way we trade. We try to see what the market makers are doing. How are they doing to balance the inventory? You know, when are they imbalance? Is the inventory imbalance? Is the inventory balance? What are they gonna do to rebalance it? You know. So at the moment, I would think everything it used to be a whole lot more imbalance when the market came right here during the Asian session. It was like 300 points away from the open price, and that was really crazy because like the other pairs like Dow 30 and S&P 500, they were very close to that open price. If you see a lot of them, they've moved just by 28 points away from the open price. Dow 30 moved just by 9 points away from the open price. Whereas NQ was all the way 300 points. Now they are 143 away from the open price. So technically they are a little imbalanced, but it's not as bad as what it was during the Asian session. Yep. And they can take advantage of this range that has been created to do a lot of manipulation before eventually rebalancing up. Those are the little possibilities we are dealing with. Just three things: imbalance, liquidity grab, and rebalancing. That is how the market makers work. And that is how we try to read what is happening through price. Okay. Let's see. We got 7 more minutes for the news. 7 more minutes. What is the market going to give to us? Thank you for joining. Let me know where you guys are watching from. Please like and subscribe. Let's grow this channel. We're on our way to $1 million payout, and we're going to be sharing a lot of insight along the way. Feel free to ask me any question. If I'm saying some things that sounds a little bit foreign, I'll be more than happy to explain to you. Look at that. Look at that. That is beautiful. This is beautiful. We want to say this. We want to say it. Okay. Let's go. Come all the way. Come all the way right here. And we're gonna go for it down. We're gonna go for an entry right there. But what is the challenge is, if it happens, we're not gonna take it because the news happens in 4 minutes. 4 minutes from now, the news is gonna be out. So it will not even be a good idea. If the market comes our entry, it wouldn't be a good idea for us to get into that trade, just because when the news is about to happen, there's a lot of manipulation, and you want to put yourself in a position where you have a greater probability, right? Because trading is a game of probability. When the news event is occurring, the probability are just less in your side because manipulation is gonna be on the rise, and that is not what we want. We want to stack the probability in our favor, right? So staying out when there is a strong news day is the best option, right? Yep. Look at that. Look at that. What do you guys think price is likely to do? What do you guys think is likely to happen? Do you guys think it's going to go up, or it's going to come back down to grab all the liquidity that was created during the Asian session all the way to this level before eventually going up? Because you can see, right, all these areas, the market went higher, higher lows. There could be others resting right here. There could be others resting in these levels right here, right here, and right here. So that could be a liquidity pool for the market to go back there and grab those liquidity before eventually rebalancing up. Let's see what happens. We gotta be patient. We are not doing anything. We gotta wait. We are waiting. Look at that. Look at that. Seems like it's going close to our entry. Unfortunately, we wouldn't be able to get in that trade in the next 4 minutes. The PMI is gonna be out. That is what is happening, guys. Look at that. It's going back exactly as we anticipated. Going to retest this fake breakout. This was a fake breakout, breaking past all these lows. Breaking past all this low. And when this move happened, a couple of things. When this move happened, retail traders thought that this price was breaking past this resistance area, and they went for a long. And guess what? The market deceived them. It came back down, grabbed the stop losses, and now it's going back up. That is a game. Misdirection is what it is. The real entry now might be when the market comes back in this area to retest this failed breakout. And then we get in. Look at that. It went there. Is it going to come all the way, or is it going to stop there and just go back down? Let's see how it plays out. Let's see how it plays out. 3 more minutes to the news. 3 more minutes. You don't want to be in this trade right now. I'm telling you. You want to stay out of the market right now. If you love your money, and if you don't want the market makers to eat your money for breakfast, please stay out of it right now. Word of caution, guys. You don't want to mess with those people. We're not going to give them any of our money today. We're going to be smart. Look at that. Guys, when you understand these things and see how liquidity is engineered, and you try to see the way I like to approach the market, I like to understand, because I've been around for a moment, so I understand a lot of the retail strategies, right? Breakout, support and resistance, all the flag patterns, the W formation, the momentum. So all those concepts, I'm aware of them. But now the way we trade is we understand this concept and we try to think a little bit ahead of what everybody's thinking. That's what we do. Right here, this was a lot of people lose money because they were convinced that this was going to be a breakout. Price breakout this area with a strong buy and a follow through. So people thought that was it and they went for it. And even when it was coming here, the same thing. They would be like, oh, this is it. But we were like, no. We are waiting for it to come back here. It got a little bit close to our entry, a little bit. Sometimes it might not be perfect. Maybe that was the entry, the retest of the failed breakout that happened, but it wasn't just perfect. It didn't come all the way to where we wanted it to be, but at least it came a little bit close. That happens too, because as a market, everything does not go accordingly all the times, you know. That's why sometimes when you feel like you're a little bit hesitant if it's not going to come where you want it to be, when you break this area, you could put a little bit of your position in it and you put like the bigger portion right there. Just in case you don't miss out of the real move, because your idea could be valid, but now in terms of the entry, where the market comes, sometimes it's not as crisp or precise. And maybe that was the case today. Maybe, let's see. Okay, is the hour. The news is out. Interesting. This is too quiet for me. Why is the market not moving? Those are questions, right? When there is a major news event, and whenever you see a news, I don't know how long have you guys been trading. Whenever you see a news event that has a high impact news, the market ought to move, but there've been about 3 of them already. So the question is, was a news event part of all this move that happened already? Because if this one is not happening, was this being revealed in the movement of this price? Yup. Food for thought, guys. That's a thought. Why is this? Why did the market not respond to this news? What is it? Why is it? What do you guys think price never moved after this major impact news was released? What do you guys think might be the possible reason? I'm trying to deduce why. So now that what we anticipated to happen is not happening, how should we adjust and how should we think moving forward? How should we? I'm thinking, what is going on? Should we just ignore it and just go as with everything normal, as if nothing happened? Or should we be a little bit concerned that something, the market makers, they're hiding something? Oh, yep. My head is spinning. I don't know. Y'all should help me, guys. Help your brother out. I don't know what to do. I was expecting the markets to kind of give it like a little spike, maybe up or down, but something, right? But nothing happened, and that is putting my mind in a spinning wheel. I'm thinking, oh my God, what is going on? What is going on? What should we do right now? Are they trying to do something that is not revealing or appealing to the eyes, right? Because that is trading. Misdirection. Engineered misdirection is what trading is all about. Don't let people tell you, oh, it's about buyers and sellers and all that. Now, when you have that, those are the basic premise you come into the market to understand trading. But when you get deeper into market mechanics, what causes price to move, then you understand that it's not just buyers and sellers. Yup, there could be buyers and sellers, but there is a middleman that fill those orders. If they're just buyers and sellers, it means sometimes you could buy and you are ready to sell, but there's nobody to buy. But due to the fact there is a middleman who acts as a liquidity provider to facilitate transaction, it means the market is not solely determined by buyers and sellers. All right? Just something to think about. Just think about it. All right. Now that the market did not react to the news event, it's making us a little bit concerned. But guess what we're going to do? We're going to go for a trade. We're going to go for that trade, that retracement there. As a matter of fact, we're getting right there, and we'll put a lot of position there. We're getting there, but we'll do it with a little. We are in this trade. We got the first position there. We're waiting to put a second trade right there if the market retraces all the way. But let's see what happens. Again, this is not financial advice. Don't follow me, guys. Don't follow me. I don't know the hell what I'm talking about. I'm just a guy on YouTube, right? I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm probably putting a lot of things out of my ass. So don't take it as a financial advice. Don't follow me. Do what you think is right. And I would love to know what you guys think is likely to happen. You guys don't want to talk with me. That doesn't seem right. What do you guys think? Where are you watching from? Please subscribe, at least like the video. If you're getting value from what I'm saying, please click that like button. Just like it. All right, look at that. Look at that. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Is the market going to give us something? Is it going to be a win or is it going to be a loser? I don't know. But whatever happens, I'm ready for it. The good thing, I stick to the plan and I have a good risk reward. Whatever happens, it happens. It ain't got nothing to do with me. And I will be just fine with the outcome for that. All right, look at it. Seems like we're on the right side of things. Let's see how things progresses. We might be on the right side of things today. Okay. Yeah, I really think we are on the right side of things. I really do. Added to the fact that we had this strong impulsive sell. This strong impulsive sell meant something. It did. The market came back now to grab liquidity from these levels. So I'm betting my house that we are going down. Trust me. I'm betting my house we are going down. If it goes against me, I'm going to be fine too. But I just think something in me just makes me feel we're going to go down and the market will give us some money. Like real money. Like real money. It's one of those trades where we can even go for 1:3, or we can manage this trade and be a lot more greedy. For 1:4, we can do that. But it's going to be trade management, because I just think there is a lot of liquidity that was engineered during the Asian opened and London came, and there's a lot of areas for a liquidity pool. I just think the market could go a little bit further down before rebalancing. Maybe the rebalancing could happen from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. session. The 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. session, maybe that is when it will happen. But there will be a rebalancing. But before that happens, the market has to pull back and grab some of those liquidity. That is what I think. Let's see. Okay. That is good. That's good. Not too special. The market has not broken past that resistance that became support. Let's wait for the follow through. A follow through of this price will be helpful. The market is determined not to make it easy for us. They don't want to make that easy. Oh boy. Come on. Don't try to like put food in our mouth, and by the time we are trying to grab the food and you take him back with you. I was getting a little bit excited. Like the market is gonna go and give me some money. But it looks like it's not gonna be quite of a smooth sailing. But the market is gonna make me to work for this money. Oh boy. And that's why some people be like, oh, trading is simple. No. There are some days you're getting the market just go straight and give you profit in no time. Those days, man, they are far in between. But there are other days you might be right, but the market is going to walk you out. They're going to be slow as a snail to give you profit. I hope not today. I hope not. I really do hope not. But the very fact that the news happened and there was no move just put us in a quagmire where we are like, oh, je ne sais quoi, par-ci par-là. That is me speaking French, by the way. Oh, look at that. Je ne sais quoi. Look at that. The market is not gonna make it easy for us. Are they really gonna go back to fill our second order right there at that failed breakout? But I don't like this price action right there. I don't like that price action. I don't like that. That price action is like a little sometimes it acts as a little resistant. I wouldn't really like the price to break past that red candle, because that could be a layer of resistance on top of this resistance. And I don't like it. It's making me not to be too excited about the market prospect. Yep. Let's say I place that, guys. What do you think? What do you think is going on? Talk to me. Talk to me. What do you think is going to happen right now? Look at that. I just saw somebody subscribe. Thank you for subscribing. We are growing this thing to the moon. We are growing this thing together. Okay, look at that. What you have to understand, the very fact that the market is kind of grappling around that area, right? It says something. It says it's an area of interest. It says it's an area to consider, and that is why it's our entry. It's not just any kind of area. The market, when it's going there, is almost like taking its time. It's almost like undecided, you know? So let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Right now, both of our two trades are in. Remember, we got into our first trade right here, and we got into the second one. We threw the second trade, and now we are waiting. But again, the fact that the market never reacted to the news, so we got a little bit caution because it seems like something is off. And with that, we got in the trade, but with a lesser risk trade. So we reduce our risk by, by 50%, just because there is something that we couldn't understand. And let's see. We are officially in this trade. Both of our orders are filled out. We are officially in. Let me go to the 1 minute to see if the 1 minute candle can give us more details in terms of what is happening. What is the price action revealing around this line? Okay. Yeah, you see, like I said, I don't like this little red. It's not good. It's creating a strong area of resistance. I don't like it. We are officially in. The market is coming back to retest a failed breakout, and that is our entry for the first entry for the day. Let's see how it plays out. We've already surrendered this trade. All right, that's how you do it. When you get in a trade, you forget about it. We consider that a loss already. It's a loss. But if the market bring it back to us, we will gladly receive it. Gladly receive it. But at the same time, we have considered it a loss. We have considered this trade a loss because we got in a trade. When you get in a trade, you have to let it go out of your hands. That's how it works. Let it go out of your hands. Don't get married to it. Let it go out of your hands so you don't become attached to that trade, right? So you don't become emotional to it. Let it go and let it and wait. Right now, it looks like the market is giving us some clues, right? Giving us a little clues. We can see, if we read the price action, let's look at the behavior of the buyers, right? They were strong right here. They were like, we are ready for this. The momentum was high. Gradually, they started losing a little bit of momentum. However, the sellers have not given us any stronger momentum. If price break past this level, that could be good. But everything now is on the slower end from both the buyers and the sellers. We are observing everything, guys. Observing everything, looking at price action. We're putting everything together. That's what makes us to be good at what we do. We put everything together and makes the sausage. Not just one thing. Some people will tell you just price action, just support and resistance, just breakout and retest. But we put everything together. That is what we do. Okay. I don't like this. I'm not too happy about this. I'll tell you that. I'm not too happy. I'm not too happy, price. I'm not too happy. Give your boy that money. Give it to me. Oh boy, look at that. I'm still telling you, look at how price is behaving around that area. It's not an easy ride. There is a little fight going right there. There's a little fight going. There are situations where the market is gonna go past it a little bit to create an inducement. That's why we don't put our stop loss too close. We leave the market to breathe a little bit. A possibility this could happen. It might not happen. The market could break this as well a little bit. And this is going to make a lot of trend traders be like, yeah, price is going to eventually go up. Then it comes back down. Or it could just actually take us out and we lost. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Again, we have detached ourselves to the outcome. Whatever happens, happens. Let's let it play out. We're not going to do anything stupid. We're not going to try to change our stop loss. We're not going to do none of that. We're just going to see. If price take us out, we're gonna be happy about it. We ain't gonna be happy about it, but there is nothing we can do about it. We can be sad about it either. If we are sad about it, it means we must well go home because we are not called to trade, because trading is a game of losing and winning, and you have to be comfortable with your losers as much as the winners. If not, you ain't gonna make it in this market. The market is gonna eat you alive. Look at that. Look at that. Couple of entry close to us. Our take stop loss. But we don't panic. We are not gamblers. We are traders, right? We are traders. We have made a decision and we let the decision play out. Good or bad, as long as we stick to our process, that's wonderful. I think we stick to our process. We did not force anything. We waited for the fail breakout to be created. We waited for the market to come back and give us an entry. So if it doesn't go well, we are good still. We are good still. But there was a lot of concerning things that I saw. Even here when the market came and it was creating all this thing, I wasn't too comfortable. The news event happened. The market did not move at all. I wasn't too comfortable about that too. All right. Is it going to take us out? Officially, that is a loss. That is a loss. We take it to the chin. That's it. Nothing stupid. We're not doing anything stupid. But I'm still convinced that the market is going to go down. I'm still convinced. I don't know about you. I'm still convinced. I don't know when it's going to happen. Maybe it might happen when we are done trading for today. Maybe it might happen during the afternoon session. But I just think there's a lot of liquidity pool on the downside. I could be wrong. Yep, that's interesting. That's it. So that's a loss. We're not doing anything. We are not revenge trading. We embrace the loss. We embrace it. We stuck to our process, and that is exactly what happened. We got 8 more minutes to go. So here's what you got to understand. My trading time for futures market is 8:30 Eastern to 10:30 Eastern, 2 hours. That's when I trade. So I got 8 more minutes to go. I'm checking out. And also, I'll be back in the evening for the Forex market. I'm trading the Asian Open. I trade USD JPY only. So I'm going to be back streaming live. I'll be trading USD JPY from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. So feel free to stick around and let's do that as well. You know, real traders can trade any market and they trade multiple assets, and that's what I do. The same concept applies. But The Forex, we have a lot of things. We have a lot of good things that works in the Forex. If you come and watch us trading Forex, you'll be blown away for the things we call out in the market. I can guarantee you that. There is a way we are analyzing the Forex market that is beautiful to behold. We're calling things live and it is unfolding. Yup. 7 more minutes to go for today. The market, a lot of things happened that was not normal. The news event, a major high impact news occurred and price never moved an inch, So that is what I told you. I was like, you know what? That makes me, I'm not too confident in this trade. And that is why I risked a lesser trade. And that's the lesson, right? Whenever you're not too comfortable with something in the market and you have that doubt, the best way to go is you don't want to miss an opportunity at the same time, but you can reduce your risk. That's the way you manage it. And I think that is what we did. And we are proud of ourselves for that. Amazing. 6 more minutes to go. Oh, man. I'm yawning. A little bit tired. I've been up early trying to prepare for this market. Yeah, overall, we had a couple of winners. Our first trade for the day was a winner. It gave us a beautiful 1:2. We had that. The second one was a loser. And the third one was a loser. So overall, we still went on in profit because we risked lesser here. So overall, we made some profit slightly. We profitable today. But not our best days. Not one of our best days, but it was all right. It's a market. Stuff happens. Stuff happens. Yeah, I really don't want to do anything stupid. But I am still convinced the market will give a downplay move. This move will happen, but I don't know when it will happen. That's just my concern. I don't know when it will happen, but I think it will happen. This is almost 300-point move from London to New York, and New York will still have a whole trading day. I just think price would somewhat, or maybe I might be wrong. Maybe this was actually the real rebalancing that happened because the market used Asia to create an imbalance and it used London for a rebalance and the New York a continuation of the rebalance, and you see now price is going closer to its open price. That is why I said price is all about rebalancing. Created an imbalance during the Asian market, came all the way down 300 points, and during the London market, it came back, grabbed some of that liquidity there, and started rebalancing. And New York has been the continuation of the rebalancing. Right now, the market is rebalancing close to its open price. And it aligns with the other pairs. If you see the Dow 30, that's what I said. There was a rebalance, but I just thought the market was going to go a little bit further down for a manipulation before the actual rebalancing happened. If you look at Dow 30, it is trading almost at 2 points The same thing, ES is at 8 points, but this one was at 300 points. It was imbalanced as crazy. But right now, it has corrected. They are almost at the same level now. The rebalance happened, but we just thought it was not going to happen that quick. And I felt like probably that's what we miss it out. We probably could have gotten a whole lot of move out of this rebalancing because it was obvious that was going to rebalance. It was obvious, but timing. Oh, yup. Everything is balanced now. The market is close to its open price. At this point, I don't think there'll be an opportunity again. Yep. 1 more minute to go. 1 more minute to go. 1 more minute. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Check us out today in the evening, tomorrow same time, 8:30 to 10:30. We're gonna be making some money live right here on YouTube. You don't want to miss it for no reason. Please share our stuff, like and subscribe, and let's build this channel together. All right, 1 more minute, 1 more minute, 1 more minute, 1 more minute. 1 more minute to go. 1 more minute to go. 1 more minute. 1 more time. 1 more minute. All right, 10:30. We are done for today. Thank you for sticking around, and bye-bye for now. See you in the evening, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern, and tomorrow back 8:30 to 10:30. We are gonna be trading live and make some money together. Bye-bye for now. See you in the evening.